Okay, this is going to be interesting. So 50 videos, 50 vlogs, not including updates, 50 vlogs, all in mostly a row. Feels like a big milestone. Maybe not the hugest milestone, but a milestone, and I wanted to celebrate it in some way. I watched a few videos about people using what's called the Nifty 50, a fixed length lens that just goes on the camera, no zoom, you just shoot. And I realized how much I rely on the little bits of technology that I use to put these videos together. Could I still make a really great video if I just had no zoom, no ability to cover up my laziness, just a lens on a camera? And so, as part of that, this 50th vlog is a 50 with a 50. Let's give it a wing. So this weekend did not quite turn out as I was expecting it to. Did get to go camping. It was nice to go out for a night and managed to figure out the whole sleeping in a tent experience. Hammock camping. It was a hammock, not a tent. It was a hammock that I slept in. Continue. So it was pretty stormy, pretty windy, but managed to work it out, so that was nice. Learned how to bundle up from the underside, which was really good, and it was really nice to spend time with some folks from Edgewalkers, which is that group. Didn't actually get to film anything though. Ended up coming back a little bit early and a little bit distracted. There was a mental health crisis in my family, and we had to deal with that, and it was not a lot of fun. It was stressful and took sort of all of my attention for the better part of 24 hours. It basically kind of took away all of the relaxing that I was going to be doing for that little bit of time. That's been sort of hard for me to chew on the last couple days. I spent yesterday just trying to recover, never mind trying to make a video. And especially I want to make a good video for the 50th. I want to do something fun and different and interesting. And I mean, like, this looks beautiful. I mean, oh, it's all pretty. It's a pain in the ass because I'm like 7 miles away from the lens, but it's really, really pretty. It just means I need to go camping again soon and just kind of have that day away. I'll probably just head up to the cabin at some point and call it good. But one thing it did do was it reminded me how much I love being around those intentional communities where I don't have to run things all the time. I can just be there to like experience and let other people feed into me, and it was just wonderful, and it was so good. It was so good to see people that I love, that I hadn't seen in a long time, to be part of a community that really I almost helped start, or at least was there at the start, I guess, and just be with those people. And it was really nice to take the time to do that. I do feel good again, so that's really nice. I feel like I will be honest, I felt a lot of guilt about not putting a video out yesterday. I'm usually really good about trying to get them out regularly and always making sure that I have a video every day when I'm vlogging, and I just couldn't, I had to say no. I couldn't think of the time, I couldn't even get in the right headspace. But at some point I realized that if one of my kids had been sick, or they had broken their leg, or they had gone to the hospital, I wouldn't feel guilty. I'd feel like my job was to be there to help them. And in that same way, my job was to be there to be focused on the stuff that was going on. And it was okay to support them and to work through those things with them, and not to feel like I had let anybody else down. That's something that can happen a lot. You forget that it's health. You forget that people who are experiencing a mental health crisis are experiencing a health crisis. It's no different. It's just a different part of the body. And reminding myself of that and remembering that is helping me at the same time process what is, quite frankly, a little bit of resentment at the fact that I didn't get to really enjoy my weekend away. And I feel guilty about that too, because it's not really fair. They didn't plan to have the crisis any more than I planned to have to deal with it. So it's not really anybody's fault. It just is something that happened. Maybe that's a good thing to talk about on this 50th vlog, you know, this little milestone, is that, you know, sometimes things are more important. As much as I love this, and, you know, this is probably one of the happiest I've ever been making videos again, sometimes things just come up, and that's okay. That's not to say I'm gonna try to get some fun footage with this lens though. I mean, buttery smooth. So that brings me to the end of this wonderful Nifty 50 experiment. It's actually been a lot of fun. I've heard a lot of filmmakers say that the equipment that you use isn't important, it's the story that you tell. But after using this for a day, I would for sure say that the tools that you have changes how you tell your story. If you've never shot on a fixed length lens like this and you're a filmmaker or a photographer, give it a try. It is a hell of a lot of fun, it is challenging, and you really start thinking differently about what you're looking at. You even got to see my kids like really clear and in slow motion because I just couldn't pass up the opportunity with this lens. So big thank you to people like Peter McKinnon who recommended I give this a try. But most importantly, on this 50th video, thank you to you for watching, for subscribing, for liking. I mean, feel free, the rest of you, to subscribe and like and share and the little bell thingy too. It's a big help, I really do appreciate it. And here's to at least 50 more. I was gonna say 500, but I don't want to be stupid.